They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
chaos,
let that chaos reign with,
chaos,
let that chaos reign with,
chaos,
let that chaos reign with.
must reign.
What's good, guys? What's good? What's good? Welcome to another session, another live stream, another podcast here on the Chaos Reign Show. I am Chaos Reign. The social media links to follow me are in the description and below. You can follow me on Twitter at Chaos Reign 7. You can add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Reign on Facebook. You could join my Discord service as well. Follow me on Rumble, CRain23 on Rumble. And last but not least, become a member of the Chaos Reign Show as well. What's good, DOD? Now, why am I doing a show, particularly on the focus on the thumbnail you see today? Simple. And this should be a lesson we should all learn as content creators, personally. And I say this in good faith, in respect to those that has either subpar or even better content than my own. That YouTube doesn't have to give us the luxury, and I mean luxury loosely, to make money off using other people's content. Respectfully, of course. Now, me saying this, right? The thing I've learned doing this for now 6 years, right? And you know one thing I'm going to do as I'm talking, I'm going to put the link to people to call in and express their opinions about the frustrations, the whereabouts, or just in general, content itself. So let me put that now. Come on. All right, I put it in now. And I think, depending who will come up, that's either a content creator or not content creator, I think you will be more better to judge. And as you know, I didn't put the links to where you can follow me. Matter of fact, I should put my Discord since I'm talking to y'all right now, because I think that would be more relevant, because I do want to grow on other platforms, and Discord is a good place to grow for those that don't know. And the link has issue. Leave your comments in the comment section that you couldn't join Discord. Put that there. And one more thing I'm going to add on here before I continue is on Rumble Handler. I want to grow on Rumble as well, so let me put that there as well. And as you guys come in, please like the stream. One more thing. What else? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think that's it. I have Facebook, but y'all could find me on Facebook. I ain't gonna do all that. Waste of time. And I think that's it. All right, so let me make sure everything's streaming on other ends before I continue, because this is a very much important conversation that we should have anyway, regardless of people's feelings. I'm not a person that's moved by feelings. I'm moved by what is there and what is logic and what is the honest truth. And personally, I should not be shocked or surprised at this. All right, where is the other one? All right, let me see if anything else appeared. Oh, you all right? Finished already? Yeah, he did. Maybe just minutes ago. Oh well. All right, guys, let me keep going. I did miss some things, but you know how it is. I'm trying to make sure everything's. Where is everything here? And if you guys want to come up, you guys can come up freely. I did put the link in the chat room. Where is it? Damn. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find it. I'm not sure what's going on here. It disappeared. That's interesting. All right, well. All right. So let's keep going on. Pop the Balloon. As you know, it's been established, I think, for the last 2 years now. Let me check when it first was originally aired. Because we don't know the history of Pop the Balloon. Personally. Where is that? Let me go to history of Pop the Balloon. Because I don't want to just run my mouth, but we need context of how long Pop the Balloon has been in existence. And the only thing we can go by is really by the Google account. It was established on the the Google account was established on like 14 years ago, but if we look at all the videos, and there's a lot of videos, we could probably assume, and as it scrolls down, well, you know what we have here. I did not see this. Arlette was never doing Pop the Balloon 6 years ago. She was doing fashion, wearing clothing. Hold on. Well, what the F we have here? Has anybody ever examined these content creation on YouTube? Let me show y'all this. Well, what do you know? I did not see this. That's the first time I noticed this. I gotta share this. I'm sorry, I gotta share this, guys. This is Arlette's channel 6 years ago. 2019. What year? When was this? When was this? Oh, damn it. This thing's now freeze up on me. Damn. Are you serious? God damn it. All right. Well, we could say this is probably months ago of 2019. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this. Let me look on another device. Cause now I'm just looking at the whole channel since I don't watch a lot of the Pop the Balloon. Let me do some digging up right now, guys, since I'm here. All right, let's look. Where is it? Let's take a pause. Where is it?
How do you get?
Hold on, guys. Let me see, when was this date? Yeah, it will not allow me to check when this video was out. And mostly, so it looks like this woman rebranded her thing years ago. Let me scroll all the way down again. This was a Pop the Balloon channel from the start. For those that didn't know, this was never a Pop Balloon channel. I did not know this. I thought this channel was always Pop Balloon. Has anybody ever examined people's YouTube channels? I think you guys need to start doing that. Yeah. This one was a fashion. Well, what the hell? What the F what we have here? Amazing. Amazing. And then you see the first Pop the Balloon here. And I'm looking at it now. Amazing. This said this was a year ago. What episode is this? 1 whole year ago. Are you serious? Oh, wow. This is new. Make sure the math is right. Yeah. Okay. So what we have here, guys, what we have here is this is not was the original plot from the start of what we now know as Pop the Balloon. This concept didn't come around until a whole year ago. Imagine that. Imagine that. Wow. You can't make this shit. Oh my goodness. Yo. Listen to me, good people. Listen to me good. I'm not sure I'm the only one that's showing this. And the call line is down in the bottom. Please come up. If you're available, or anybody available, come up. I think you guys need to look at this. For the whole early parts of 2024 up to 2025, most of you, majority of you content creators, majority of you Black, radio ADOS, non-ADOS, or whatever, have built up a ladies platform for a whole year. Make her right now, if my math is right, a millionaire right now. And now her wonderful husband are now saying, now it's time to turn off the faucet. And now you guys can't make nothing reacting to her content now. Imagine that. Imagine that. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad I'm talking about this now. I was not going to talk about this for people that did not know about this. I was just going to say, well, it is what it is. You know, now you can't react to it. But my spirit says otherwise because I was going through some content creators, right? Some of them that is still building their channel, and how one was frustrated now that they can't make no money off doing reacts to Arlette or Mooney Pop the Balloon. Then now they have to go find another store. Well, the truth is this. This channel was never designed for Pop the Balloon. It was designed from the start. Fashion, baddies. Because this video says she a baddie. Look at this. And all the stuff. And when in 2024, and matter of fact, I will do y'all an honest observation. Yeah, I didn't check this channel out, but when I'm interested in a channel, I do. Yes. Matter of fact, DOD, you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Welcome.
Okay, good.
I know you're
Thank
not
you.
into reaction per se, DOD. Maybe if you might just share about other things that's going on in America, like news and stuff that affects Black people. But DOD, let me ask you a serious question. Have you ever, as a content creator, you're doing this a little longer than me. I think you were doing longer than me because I didn't start really doing content on YouTube to 2019 of January. Have you ever examined a person's channel, like before you decide to do content? Like you ever absorb the channel, like you just scroll through all the videos, like like do like a quick glimpse of the channel. Have you ever did that?
Yeah, if I was interested in that channel, yeah, I would do research. I'll try to go back as far as I can to see what the channel was about, especially originally, because like with Anton Daniels, I went back and found some videos, some old videos of his when he was a nerdy little Democrat. And so I did a video on that, but only if I'm really interested in doing something on the channel do I research it.
Okay, good. And now and matter of fact, I'll do this for the people that's watching this. Maybe it's better we examine the channel together, shall we? Look at this. We're gonna start with videos. We're not gonna start with popular. We're going all the way down. And mind you, this is only once I promote channels. because I want this to be a learning lesson, and I really don't do this. What do you see, DOD? This is the beginning parts of the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I see it.
Went
And
to
that's,
bed.
you know, a lot of women came onto YouTube or different platforms and do those type of videos. So it's not surprising to me.
No, it's not surprising, but my thing is this, right? Now, normally, how this supposed to go, allegedly, right? When you try to rebrand, first thing you want to do, but actually the best thing to do, to keep it real with y'all, for those that don't know, right, is that you want to create a new channel. And then you want to start from stretch. For not only people don't know what you did in the past, but also to create a new algorithm. You understand? Most content creators don't understand that if you notice that people that have multiple channels, for those that's here, and I'm just going to just teach y'all briefly. The way how it's supposed to go is usually you take an existing channel, and if you got followers, one thing you do is you do 180 and you just change up your content, and the algorithm is supposed to be respectful and guide new people that's onto your channel to what you're putting out now, because it's only operating through what you put out new. That's how the AI, the algorithm works on YouTube, roughly. Now, if you set your settings properly, it will only focus from the content you do now from the past up to present, right? But most content creators don't know it because most of y'all don't really follow your studio or follow any videos and tips of how to go about doing content on YouTube, roughly. That's how it's supposed to go. I observe and learn as I go. Oh, damn. But normally, right, I'm still learning. Well, not really learning. I'm still trying to do little things here, hit and miss, for some results. Now, will I blow up overnight? Not necessarily, because you had to do something very controversial at the right moment, right time to go what we consider viral. But I'm not against people that do what they have to do to go viral. But the point is this, right? That usually when you start over or you try and grow a following or grow a channel, usually you want to start with what the channel's about, and you go about it. This channel right here, her own personal channel, this is her own personal channel that has over 1 million subscribers, and it started out as her showing clothing here and there, and what do you call it, and some fashion with some makeup with her husband and all stuff, you know. So this is her original. This is her channel, the Pop Balloon channel, but really by her own name, Arlette Amoon. You know, and I think she's Liberian by tribe of this part of region of Africa, Liberian, which really is run and owned by the United States. People don't know. Now, I could be right or wrong, but you know, that's what the word on the street is. So if you look at the channel closely, she has birthday brunch, surprise proposal vlogs, you know, African fabric tutorials, most things African, because she is African by you know, tradition. No front, celebrating Congolese wedding. So look at her husband is Congolese in nationality of tribe of the part of Africa. That's cool. Amazon bags, bridesmaid proposal, the most fun palm. Okay. Honeymoon, very good, beautiful. And then, you know, Arlette baby shower, welcome baby. Oh, she has a child. Oh, wonderful. So after that, what happens a year later? You see here, Pop the Balloon. Came out in 2024. So we could say it probably came out maybe in February or March of 2024, roughly. We could be wrong. I could be wrong. Math could be wrong, but you know, these videos you see now a year ago, those came out around either around that time or maybe February, who knows? And as you know, Pop, because look, there's the first episode, there's a second episode, and it goes on. You get me? Then the episodes climb up. And what you notice with the episodes, this one, because this is the very first one, gone viral. 3.1 million views. Has any of our old videos gone to a million views? Let's look. Let's examine. One did. This was the marriage. Obviously, people like to see marriage. There could be more Africans watching that day or going back to the playback. Who knows? But the highest form of video that really started off, Pop the Balloon. Not by view count, but by the presentation of it alone. You get me? And as you know, you keep going up, 4 million. 4 million. Lowest interview, 120K. 90, 284K. These are interviews. Pop the Balloon, 2.3 million. Next, Pop the Balloon, 3.1 million. Next, Pop the Balloon, 3.8 million. Woo, woo. Next, Pop the Balloon, 3.3 million. 3.2 million. 3.7 million. 2.7 million. And the highest view count of a sit down was 451K, which if there was more, I apologize because I'm scrolling, guys. I think the other one was the blind date, but I think that's Pop the Balloon. So it was a blind date, so I can't really count that. Let's go in. 4.1 million. Season 1 reunion. 6.8 million. Pop the Balloon. Find Love, episode 11. Next, 3.9 million. Other one, 3.7 million. 2.8 million. 4.3 million. If you could stop me, if you want to go ahead. Ask me a question. Go ahead.
When you get those type of views, 3.8 million, 6 point, how does YouTube pay you for that? Is it 10 cents per view or
how it works, right? If I can remember, I could be wrong. They say if you get 1,000 views, you get maybe, I think it's like maybe $10, maybe 100. It varies. I'll tell you a secret people don't know, right? And for the guy that's writing about the copyright, no, you get copyright claim, not strike. See how copyright strikes work is if you are playing their videos. That's not for any people to understand. For those that don't know, a lot of players or a lot of people today, right, that don't know, right, is you notice why a lot of content creators are now going to take a step back and do reactions to Pop the Balloon from our Moonlee's channel is because I'm not sure if they're new management or I know they made a deal with Netflix, but that's Netflix deal, not anything in relation with what she's doing on YouTube, because she's still doing the show and still making money, right? I think what Arlette, she is somewhat supervising the Netflix series, from what I'm hearing. I can be wrong because somebody that's in close with them would educate more what's going on with the Netflix series. Right now, Netflix Popular is doing terribly. Did you know that?
Yeah, I've never watched it on there. I've seen the
If anybody's here, take the link and come up, and if you guys want to express your thoughts and opinions, because this is a conversation we should have. Because, and this should be a lesson should be learned for a lot of content creators personally. But my thing is this: the reason why you see a lot of content creators that focus the whole entire channel on Pop the Balloon, even go as far as go live and make reaction, which you're dumb. Why are you going live while this was going live allegedly, or whatever the case may be, on your own live stream, reacted to somebody else's content? That's actually really stealing. When someone else is streaming live and you doing a live follow up their live stream to while people watching together and doing reaction, that is actually stealing. You know that, right? DOD?
Yeah.
And anybody that's doing content should know that. I hope you guys are aware of that, right? That when you do content and someone's live and you're live and you're streaming their stuff, they have the right to really strike your channel or hit you with a copyright claim. Wherever the case may be, it is still problematic. You're not supposed to do that. For those that don't know, you're not supposed to do that. But let's continue. Hold on. One second. Let me do this. Okay, I gotta see what I'm doing, guys. I'm watching from both monitors, so okay. All right. So one thing you gotta keep in mind, guys. Hold on. That how do I say this? The reason why now you see a lot of content creators getting the copyright claims not is not really going to hurt their monetization, because YouTube not going to really grant that, because they could do it, but here's the problem. What they decide to do, which much more is worse and notorious, is now they put a claim where you can't make no money. So if you play their videos or play anybody's content, right, without them approving it, they will say, no, you cannot play this unless you talk to me. And by that, I will report back to YouTube, regardless if I have a bot or not, and say, hit a copyright claim. So that means now your video, you can still play it, but there will be no monetization. You will not make no money at all. And that's the issue a lot of content creators are facing now, DOD. And a lot of them that's really don't know, they know now. And I'm gonna say this. This is gonna sound messed up. Let me take you down. I mean, not take you down, but let me take this down. What's messed up now is I'm seeing the true colors of a lot of people that do content on YouTube. And you gotta be honest with yourself as a content creator. Now, my purpose when I'm doing this, yes, I would like to get paid for it. But at the end of the day, I do not live off YouTube. Matter of fact, I don't think I make much money on YouTube at all. Did you know that, DOD? Regardless, I got commercial on here. Did you know that?
Yeah. No, I didn't know that.
Now, don't get me wrong. It's nice that if I do make money, if I meet the quota, it's an accomplishment. I said this like anybody else. I like to make as much money as possible. I don't put a limit, say I want this criteria. I hope I make this. No, I say I would like anybody else that's intelligent, smart. You always want, if you're doing anything, you want to make as much money and a lot of money as possible. Do not set a limit. Now, money is the end game or the thing that drives you to do this or anything else. I will tell you personally, and this is going to sound effed up, but I gotta be real with people, because I do this and I don't really lose telling y'all this. There's no money right now doing content YouTube at this point present. And the reason why I say this, don't believe anybody tell you. Fuck what they tell you. Listen to me good. Listen to me. Matter of fact, let me put my sub bigger. I gotta be transparent. Listen to me. Look at me good. Maybe not see my face, but look at me and listen to me well. The money that you could possibly make on YouTube has outlived its purpose. It's gone. It's come and gone. The reason why I say this, because YouTube now, because of their algorithm, maybe, and including Shaban, but also what they now have done, they have lowered the requirements and the possibility of people can get monetized on YouTube. And when you lower the bar, that means now you open doors that you have to spread the money. Regardless, you make this YouTube is $1 billion corporation. They gotta divvy up the money to anybody that qualifies and does similar or even superior content than yourself. So now it's an arm race how much money you might or might not now make now, because everybody can come in now. People that do reaction channels and do it either well or subpar can make money. If you're doing beef channels, you can make some money or make little money, or if you're a good or subpar content creator. If you like to eat food, you'll make some money. Either subpar or low bar, and subpar content or even excellent content, you'll make some money. If you're talking about politics, you might make money off here. Any genre of content that you are good at, or what you think you present to the table in regards to present to the public through the media of YouTube, you will make some money. Will you make a lot of money? I cannot tell you that, because our advertising works is they only pay you by who clicks onto these advertisements. Most of the viewers that click on advertisement are not Black people. Do you understand me, DOD? Do anybody understand this? Do you hear me?
Yep.
Yep. See, yep. Why I know it's because I am a Black person. Majority of advertising that YouTube puts out here is garbage. I'm sorry, I gotta be honest. I don't gain nothing and lose nothing because I don't make money on YouTube like that. So I can tell you the truth. Even if I was making money, I'll be honest with you, I can't live and support myself doing YouTube. And I shouldn't. You know why? DOD? You know why? Anybody in the chat? Why?
Because it can be taken away from you anytime.
No. It's not sustainable.
Right. It can be taken from you at any time.
No, it's even worse than that. It's not sustainable. To make money on YouTube, you have to constantly be on here, creating content, posting every day, no breaks. Fuck the quality of the content. You have to be here every day posting, live streams. Usually, if you do 90 minutes and maybe close to 2 hours, is enough a day, maybe. You also got to post videos, preferably maybe 1 or 2 videos a day at most, to hope to make a buck. You see what the other dude that's doing that, do the celebrity junk? And he has 3 other channels. He's posting every day. But he could do this because he has a team. And he's not in America no more. So I say this. And he came in at the right time because he came in back in like almost actually over a decade ago now. I came in this bad boy near the end of this decade, of the last decade. But the point is this. There is not really no money out in YouTube like it used to be. And if you as a person that has desires or dreams to be making it and becoming well off and even go as far as be rich on a social media platform, good luck to that. Good luck. And I'm not saying it's a different, you can't make a lot of money or be rich. But the time where you are to make the money and grab the money was years ago. Now, the way how things are now, people are doing the same thing. So now it's an arm race to get dollars, but most of you are getting pennies out of the dollar on social media, especially on YouTube. And how I know it's DOD? It's because most of these content creators that do content, you're seeing them now getting angry, frustrated, and scrambling because they cannot no longer react to certain content creators like Arlette Omuni and our Pop the Balloon channel. I'm hearing them now. They say some are deleting some of the videos that they did a whole bunch because they got too much copyright claims. Now that the ad revenue will not make no money if it stays up. So now a lot of them are going to decide to go, I'm gonna do a fucking Patreon or I'm gonna do whatever, right? Hell, screw that. Let's go. I'm gonna go there because I'm keep real with you. And I'm probably gonna educate. Some even go as far as say that they're not even making money talking about things that's going on in Africa, and they getting demonetized. Do you hear me?
Yeah, but YouTube, they can demonetize you for any reason almost.
But that's not the point, dude. The point is this. If you are here and this is your either hustle or your full income, you are in trouble. Me and Amir had conversations offline about this. You get me? And we had real good conversation about this, bro. And I'm looking at people that has, let's say, a better reach than me. That has maybe 10, 20, or even almost 30 or more K subscribers, that has maybe 1,000 views per video or whatever live stream. They're crying and hurting like because they can't make no more money off reacting to certain content creators. Are you serious? No, this is where we at. I can't make money. Let me tell you something. I don't react to Pop the Balloon personally. The few videos that I do cover on Pop the Balloon, those are only things on a deeper discussion. And after that, you don't see me do no more content on it. You know why? Because I don't see Pop the Balloon as a whole, and everybody is copying, pasting, and doing the same thing from the Jamaicans, from the Nigerians, to some of the maybe Americans, the ADOS. And I don't see much of them if I can find them on YouTube. But most of them that's doing it are people that are not FBA. Ain't that something? That's doing Pop the Balloon and making some money off it. If you go and type in Pop the Balloon, you see everybody's doing it that is not born and raised in America. If they are, they're foreign based. They have parents that are not from here. Do you understand me, DOD?
I hear you.
But we get mad and crying and get up. Go ahead.
Sure. No, I'm just saying I see those other countries doing them to pop the balloon.
Yeah, I heard someone's going on in London, Europe. I heard about that, but that's another story. But the point is this, people, gentlemen, ladies, there is no goddamn money in this. For you as content creator that is solely living and dying off, and let me tell y'all something about the Chaos Rain show. From its birth to its existence to where it is and possibly where it might go down the line. This channel was never designed for reactions. Do you understand me? Overall.
Mm-hmm.
How I'm telling y'all this? Because I got almost 860 or 70 now, or 60 videos at 1,442 subscribers. And for people who don't know, I did not put subscriber only, because I had to really be honest and just talk what's on my mind, because we gotta be serious here and really think, what the hell are we doing here? And I respect people that did the work. Andre told me best when he first come on my channel. He said the reason why he came on my channel to do the interview a year ago, because he saw the work I've done throughout the first 5 years, 4 or 5 years, right? And he said he respect me because I put in the work. I did the videos night in, night out, live streams night in, night out for 6 goddamn years, right? And only thing I could show for it is with almost over 500. Well, at the time it was like over 600 or 700 I had, or 500-600 videos, is when I reached 1,000 subscribers. Matter of fact, talk to y'all right now. I think this was the day or week when I first officially got monetized on YouTube back in 2023. This is the month. I think it was around this week. Almost 2 years now, I got monetized YouTube.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah. And it's ironic on the so-called anniversary month when I first really could make money on YouTube. I did make money with my Cash App. People did support me, but not much. Once a blue moon, somebody will give me a Cash App when I was doing this without monetization. I think the first time I ever made a cent doing content on YouTube was the end of December of 2029. And a woman supported me. Her name was Sister George.
Yeah, I know George, Sister George.
Yeah. She was the first one that donated to my channel when I first started in January of 2019. It took almost the end of the year for one person gave me money, a cent that year. So I tell people this, there's no real money in this. Now, some people say maybe I suck, and maybe so. But I'm telling you right now, if you do this and you think you're going to be rich and make 6 figures, pay your rent, I'm sorry, crash your boat. I'm going to tell you, you're delusional. Like, look, you're delusional. This is not something that you could just one day fire up your live stream and I hope that someone's going to pay you. That's a lie. It's a myth. It's the most biggest lie anybody will tell anybody. There's something into this. DOD. Hell, DOD, you lost your channel, bro. Like 2 or 3 channels.
Yeah. And I was at 3K on each of them.
Look at
subscribers.
That. Look at that. You were monetized and everything, and eventually one day YouTube will say we're just gonna take your junk.
Yes, and they took it.
Took it. But did that stop you? DOD?
Oh no. I mean, but like I said, I never really was here for making no money on YouTube. I never even thought about it like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, making like right now the channel I got, I think I've had it for close to a year, maybe a year now, and I really don't even try to live streams to build it up like that.
No,
You know
but
what I'm saying? I just
but
videos and
let's be fair, honest, Dito. Let's say if you were able to, like, say you put your Cash App, regardless you create your channel, and I guarantee someone was going to support you. Now, we make a lot of money? Not really, but someone would give you some coins for the work you do, and that is more respectful than anything else. You don't expect yourself to live off this, make a good
right.
income. Or when I did this because I was doing podcasting 5 years before doing YouTube on my own before the end of 2010. The people that I interview, the interviews you can find right now on my channel, and there's a lot of interviews from 2019 that I upload to 20, even from recent, from 2023 or 2024, one of them years, if I can remember. And those are the interviews you see on this channel. Some of them were maybe a little older interviews I upload on YouTube when I first started doing YouTube back in 2019. And even to the present interviews now, you'll see them by the dates. You get me? But every time you look at those interviews, those have dates in the description. But I know most people don't read the description when they watch any content. They just sit there, just turn it, they just click onto the view of the content and just listen or watch. They don't go by anything else, what it's about on us up. Personally, right? But the point is this, right? And I'm gonna continue reading the this channel because I want people to really examine these channels closely. Is that there are a lot of people that have channels, dedicate doing channels, work on channels, and a lot of people don't make money. People, it's a hit and miss when you do content on YouTube. You see a lot of people rebrand their ish every 6 months with the same YouTube channel. Yeah. You thought it was called this, now you see it's called that. This channel here, there was only 2 name changes on the Chaos Reign show. I'm gonna tell you, one, the Chaos Reign was the original name of this YouTube channel, and I eventually changed to the Chaos Reign show, I think in the last maybe 2 years. And as far as I'm going to rechange the name of this YouTube channel, but it only go through 2 changes. And the reason why is because this is the purpose. That's the name I call myself, and that's the name I call out the channel when it first existed. You're not going to see me change to something that's going to be more tailor friendly for the algorithm where you could look up on YouTube properly. And when I mean properly, if you type up the Chaos Reign without the show, you're going to see a nasty little badger with their mouth open of a movie. You're not going to see anything of an actual show. You might come across someone that might have named Chaos Reign playing video games, but you're never going to see a Chaos Reign show where you see interviews, discussions, talking about people, maybe some African stuff, Black people issues, Black female effery, mostly. Why? Because this is an actual show. I will discuss things that are some that's intriguing to me that I think the world should consume. Period. Now, will I go back to the interviews? Yes, I will. If I can find the right people to interview, I will go back to that from time to time. But overall, how we see it stands in the video, see, these are pretty much my content overall. You might see me react to some videos here and there, roughly like anybody else, but really, truly, this is the Chaos Reign show. The Chaos Reign show overall is not by default reactionary as a whole. Now, a lot of people say, well, look at some videos reaction. I say you missed the point. This is not a reaction show. Personally. How I know? Because if you look at anybody else content creator, they're actually reacting to the thing. I don't like that. I see it, I call it out. End of story. If I really want to be a reaction, I would be doing what everybody's doing right now. And that means I'm going to go on YouTube and find what's the most trending thing and talk about it right there and there. You're really going to see me do that. And trust me, I get to see it on social media like everybody else. Why I don't jump on it? Because I don't waste my time or have time to jump on things that are trending. I sit back, I look what's going on. I know what's going on, see what happened, what's the after effects, and maybe Talk about it. Right now, me talking about this has been trending now for the last few days. Because a lot of people got hit with copyrights since Monday. And a lot of major YouTube channels will eat off Pop the Balloon. Go ahead.
For the Pop the Balloon show, people got strikes for it?
No, there's no strike. They got copyright claims. Where it means that means they can't make money no more.
Right.
And that is respectful. You know why that's respectful for people who don't understand? It's because you people, you advertise another content creator, and really you didn't really advertise for free, because anytime you monetize this, you're going to want to make money. And the content creator that's the original creator of the channel decides, say, that's enough. So playtime's over. Thank you for the free advertisement. Well, actually not free, because you monetize, so you're making some money off it. Now it's time for me to make all the money. You can't eat off this no more. And they're in the right to do so. You know why, DOD? Because
I understand.
They can't.
Right, but let me ask you this.
Go ahead, ask me this.
You said that people, they advertise somebody else's channel. They may make some money off of it, but how many people? Because, like, say, if I was doing a pop the balloon reactions, and say I had my 3,000 original subscribers, wouldn't those people, if they've never seen the show, wouldn't they want to go over there and check it out if they're interested, bringing more revenue to that channel? I would not want to copy strike anybody for bringing traffic to my channel. I wouldn't do it.
I'm gonna tell you this, DOD. I respect you, brother. It's like this. Once you made it and you reach a certain threshold with your own content on YouTube, and you're getting paid by outside sources now, you don't need a little man to promote you no more, because you already made the big bucks. The only thing now moving forward is just put the content out, and people are going to discover it, because now I don't have to pay for advertisement, because the people that pay me, they will pay advertising for me. Number one, because if you get sponsored by somebody else, you don't have to pay advertising out of your pocket. Did you know that? You know, advertising is very expensive. So it's not. But what I'm asking, yeah. Hold on, I'm answer it. Now you don't need the little man no more. Little man's no longer necessary. Now, and here's what I think about it: the little man, rather you have 3,000 or more subscribers, that's talking about the people that's the guests that's on my show, mostly women. Let's keep real. And you doing reaction and talking about how they look their feet and they might be scammers and they got OnlyFans checking their IG out. Now that's a big problem. Do you understand me? And there are some content creators, when they watch it and see these women on here trying to pick a mate, allegedly, and they doing content and they looking at it and they say, let me check your IG. Oh, you showing too much scanty clothes. Oh, look at this. This woman here got OnlyFans. Oh, so you're up here looking for love, but this person know that you're past. And let's say you have a bigger channel or a mediocre channel, right? People pay attention. You know what they're going to do? They're going to laugh. They're going to give you money. And they're going to agree. And then here's the funny thing. You now put in the person that's been advertising on Arlette's channel, right? Now people are going to find as they're going to make fun of them as well, either through inbox or in the comment section. Did you know FTR, because he does reacts to Pop Balloon, are so severe that some of the women were going to sue this fucking nigga? Did you know that?
What?
Because he's reacting to the Pop Balloon and checking their page on social media, because they're part of the show, and say that they are scantily, they're 3 or 4. This look like you give them boogaboo, and his audience is laughing about it and all stuff. They will go to somebody else's channel, or it might be some more problematic that now she sees that and it's going viral, is putting the person that was part of that show a problem now. Because now people see him on the street and say, oh, I know who you are. You're popular. This content say you are this and that. Where's your OnlyFans, baby? It brings attention that some of these ladies don't like. Let's keep it real. There are more women that's on there making that popping. Go ahead.
Yeah, but chaos. With your under your scenario there, if they're OnlyFans and they're bringing people to their channel, they're making money that way. That's why they have their OnlyFans to make money.
I understand it.
I'm still trying to figure out how it hurts a person, especially somebody that has a OnlyFans channel or a YouTube channel. I'm trying to figure out how it hurts their channel or hurts them.
Well, I'm gonna say this again, my brother. It hurts them because most of them, if someone is checking their actual page and posting on another platform that has as big or mediocre of a viewer count or subscribers that people watch and pay attention to that person's channel, it can be problematic because let me tell you something. Most women that's on advertise themselves, they're not advertising their whole life when they're being guests on somebody else's house. They rather, if somebody wants them or want to look what they do, they have their handler, they'll look at them and be the judge. They don't want no content creator do it right there on the air, reacting to them being a part of the show, allegedly trying to find love. And he's talking about, said this person, 3 or 4, they got this and that, third. Not it gives a stain on them because number one, they don't want the whole public to know they had that. And number two, some of them made a conscious effort to hide their social media presence so someone doesn't know about their sketchy past. Their sketchy past. Do you understand me? So that's what brings the problem. So not every person wants to be advertised. You understand? Not every woman that's on there wants another content creator put their ish and advertise that didn't want to know that they're about that.
Okay. But eventually you're going to be found out for being a 304 or whatever. So if you don't want to be being a 304, don't be a 304, or wipe your social media clean.
But you see, DOD, you got. I'm being realistic here. Most of these chicks today, either they have the money or not to scrub their social media, the internet is forever. Do you understand me? And how I know it's because when I look at observing certain content creators or people that have social media and they have, let's say, a link tree, and they're showing their body or they sell themselves, right? The only thing the internet could do, respectfully, is they'll hit them with some claim where the internet has to scrub up a certain presence, but it can't scrub up anything. And the reason why is because every day someone's creating a new website, they're finding what they are, and they expose them on other sites. This is why, and I'm telling you this, ladies, modern women today, listen to me good. Get out your motherfucking feelings.
There you go.
The internet is forever, You cannot erase your sketchy past. The only thing you can do is don't put it on the fucking internet. Period. And the reason why I'm loud cussing, stop. The reason I'm loud cussing, because I know how the internet works. And it's go beyond the fucking dark web. You gotta look at the internet as a whole, as a playground, as an ecosystem, as an earth, where it's alive in a well. It does not die. It multiplies. Is that clear? Nothing dies. It multiplies. It's a smart algorithm. It's constantly evolving. It's learning. You put anything in a digital footprint, it's always snaring and harvesting and housing in a digital archives. It never goes away. It never erases. People that work for somebody else, if you didn't understand how this thing works, if you didn't work in IT or anything, they'll tell you it's very difficult because it's a living being. These are conversations we don't have. Say, what is the purpose of the internet? The internet is not just the World Wide Web. It is another stage of life in digital form. It's inception. It's creation for over 50 years. I mean, my fact, maybe more. It's maybe almost close to over 60 or 7 years to how we're consuming now in the last really 32, 34, or almost over 30 years. This is a vessel. This is a living organism that was designed and was growing to the point where technology becomes more accessible things become more affordable, regardless you buy it and where you get it. And technology improves over time. And as technology improves, so does the digital footprint and how hard it is to remove things now. So the best advice I tell people this: it's better to have no digital footprint than have one. That means if you're putting yourself on edge, showing your body, or going as far as selling your box, it never goes away. Porn stars have a hard time clean up their past, regardless they spent money. I heard people say they could spend 20 grand more. No, don't do it. You could do it, but here's the problem. It's always going to be a part of you. Right? It shows behind your lower's back, or it shows in digital footprint. Case in point, Kim Kardashian. I'm only using her as an example because I want you to follow me. And her mother helped with that crap, right? But that's another story. It's on what they call an adult website because they pay for it. So even if she decides to say take it off the website, it's there forever because it's already there throughout the whole media consumed. Hell, some people can't find the R. Kelly sexual encounter that was produced and put out 21 years ago. Or 20, no, actually now 22, 21 years. It came out 2004, right? But the difference is people didn't know because it was underground. It didn't put out in the internet like that because internet was still in the infant, maturing into childlike stage, going on to teenage stage. Right now, the internet, as we see, is now at an adult stage, present at its existence. It's at the adult presence now. It's no longer from child. It's no longer from baby, child, teenager. It's now an adult in the 21st century, the first generation of 20%. The internet is now considered adult now. So if you do with this adult size internet, it's forever. Well, is it permanent? Yes, it is. Anytime you try to scrub it out, something else will appear constantly. Because it's an official digital footprint now. If you had some out, like say 20 years ago, it might be hard to pull up now because the internet was not adult in its adult stage yet. It was roughly approaching close to teenage stage. And I mean closely. 20 years from that, from 2000 era to now, we're at the adult stage of the internet. So it's now difficult to remove anything. If you remove it, they'll do a certain thing with Google, but eventually it's going to show up again. Because it's never perfect because they tell you the internet is forever. So the best thing you do if you know the internet is forever is to keep your digital footprint as respectful as possible. Not perfect, but respectful as possible. That means you got to move differently when you're on that digital space we call social media and throughout the internet. You can't do that. I would tell people many times, avoid the digital stage, i.e. internet altogether. If you can. Don't be a part of it. Because once you're in it, you're in it. Every movement, every action will have that reaction the internet takes of you and house it. Not in a storage, but in a digital footprint, which eventually it will go into a nice digital storage. For one day, it's going to pop up again. So, in regards to these, the people that was a part of the Pop the Balloon, right? A lot of them got sketchy passes, which has a digital imprint that they don't want the whole public to know. Regardless, you say, deal, they didn't want to be advertised. Yes, some people want to be advertised, but not in that way by certain people that give critique to the content. If you tell me that I look like a 3 or 4 and this and that, and I'm this and that, and you getting paid by each view in the thousands, it becomes a problem, a big problem. And I think that people that were part of Pop Blue, they let it know to Arlette personally, and it goes to Arlette to know to our team that there's people that are just critiquing the Pop the Balloon, and it's become prompt to the people that put themselves out there to allege find love, and they don't like these people that's doing content and reaction, making money off it, talking about them. So what they do, the people that are part of the Pop the Balloon, mostly women, they will sit there, go back to Arlette, have a conversation, make argument, and eventually because this channel already got 1 million subscribers and they're making already their money and making more money. They really don't need no small person to make reactions. They'll tell them in their face with the copyright claim. The copyright claim is go find another store. And you know what content creators doing right now, DOD? They're going to find another store. But the problem is, these same content creators made this channel the way it is while making their little coins. And that's why a lot of them got in their feelings. Because this is the only perfect platform, respectfully, that does need critique in a reasonable way, but it's structured in a way that the show itself is so good, it's done perfectly. Now, people will ask me this, well, aren't they finding love in Pop the Balloon? The answer is absolutely not. And you know why? Because if you have a social media presence, and at first I see you have a social media handler on every part of these shows, you advertise yourself. Stop the cap. If you really find love, the only thing you should is your name, and that's it. No advertisement. But most of them go in there advertise their shit. So obviously, I conclude that you're not here to find love. You're here to advertise your social media presence. That's why when you see people that get grilled on there, that be on there, and they look at the opposite person that's trying to pick them, and how they deny them, it's more of a ritual that if I say some outlandish, I might go viral. Remember, we live in a viral culture, DOD. People are on here just to say something and do stupid stuff to go viral. That's why majority of them that's on there, some other men that do this, but majority of them women, because let's be honest, we don't watch Pop the Balloon to see the men try and find a mate. We see the women go in there try and pick a dude. And they get obliterated by the what do you call it? What do you call it? The turn down. Meaning that their rejection be worse with the women than the men. That's what draws attention to the Pop the Balloon. If you see how these people, especially women that reject some of these dudes for little stupid stuff, it blows your mind, bro. But like I said, if you dare just to grow your following, that's the best place to be. To find a mate? No, you're not finding no mate. No one there is really serious. I'm sorry. Anybody that I'm surprised got married, that would be just something that I would say, okay. But I want to look at the progression of this show. And I don't watch every Pop the Balloon, but I only watch what people's reaction personally. And the reason why, because when I look at if anything that's being broadcast, and let me see what's the longest of the Pop the Balloon. I think the show runs for 90 minutes. Yeah. Most of the shows run for closely over 90 minutes. By looking at the number of how long these videos are, they're roughly almost 90 minutes. If we had to sum up, we're looking at either 80 to 90 minutes, roughly. So I'm looking at now, I'm going to continue to look at the view count from episode, I'm not sure what the last episode they have, but from episode 1 to up to 15 and more, 4.3 million, 2.8 million, another 2.7, 2.4, 1 million here. This is all about the males. And it's a blind date, so it doesn't get much views. But the ones with women, 3.6, one of the dudes, 2.7. Looks like some men, 3.4. And there's the catch-up. The catch-up doesn't get much views. It still puts numbers, but not compared to when you start hitting 1 million views. Like this sit down right here. DOD, mute yourself. You got background noise. Mute yourself for a second. This one got 1.4. This guy got 2.6, 3.2, 1.6, 2.6. This one, blind date, this one got low. I was surprised this got low. This got more. This is only under an hour, and they only got 992 views. I don't know why. The next one, 2.6. Yeah. Usually the sum up, the catch up, it does as much bigger numbers like the actual Pop the Balloon, but it's expected because two people sit down and they want the reaction. No one doesn't want to see that, roughly. Because when you look at the millions to under a million, there's a big difference. This one got 2.7 million views. This one got 2.5 million views. This one got 300K, which is another catch up. This one has 2.22 million. This one is another season 3 reunion. This got very low views. It don't even crack 1 million. This is only 5 months ago. This got 2.6 million views. This is another pop balloon. This is episode 31. Next one, this one with the men, 2.2. This one with the women, 3.4. Next one with the men, 2.7. Next one, women, 2.3. Men, 2.3 million. Women, 2.7. I'm not going to look at the catch up or the follow up because they don't bring in a lot of views. Because if you could hit 1 million views on this the pop balloon, these so much should be nowhere anything less. It should be maybe 900K or more views at least, but it's very less than that. It's barely cracking over 1 million. It's like maybe 250,000. This one right here, 4 months ago, 2.4 million. This one, 1.9. This one, 2.3. Wow. The reunion, another good one, 1.3 million. And that's reunion number season 4. Wow. And then let's look. 41. What's this? This one got 2.7. This one got 2.5. This one got 2.4. Hold on a second, guys. Where is my thing? Let me keep reading. Next one is 2.3. Next one got 2.4 million. 2 million, 1.8 million. This is 2 million is with the men. 1.8 million is with the women. That one's low, surprised. I don't know why. And it keeps going on. And this one, the Netflix announcement, which is really nice. This one has with the men 1.6 million. This one has 1.9 million with the women. And this right here is when they got hit 1 million subscribers last month. Amazing. Or actually, maybe a month and a half ago, because I'm not sure when this was. Let's see. Yeah, this is almost going on 2 months. They hit 1 million subscribers. Thanks to people that made their little coins promoting the show. For it's not for free because they made some money. Those who were monetized made some money. Let's keep it real. All right. What else? Next one, 1.8 million. Next, it got 1.6 million. The next one got 1.4 million. This is with the women. This is 1.9 is with the men. Going back, and then next one is 1.7 million. And the last one that just came out 2 days ago, I'm looking at 1 million. I expect it, and probably maybe more after the next few days. Might be more. I would give it 1.5, maybe 1.8, depending if anybody go back to replay. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, it might be less now because a lot of people can't react to the show no more. So it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. So yeah, that's the rundown.
Hey, bro, man, I gotta go.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it, DOD. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, man. But yeah, it was interesting getting some wisdom about what's going on with the channels and how how the pay goes and I never really chipped off the reaction videos. Like you explained it, I never really thought about it that way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean reaction channels right now are popping still to a degree. If you do it right, you might make some money. You might make a lot of money. I don't know. But my thing is that you cannot if you live by reaction, you eventually will, go from the wayside with reaction. So
yeah.
It's a hit and miss with reaction. Personally, so I'm not saying people should do it, but let's keep it
all right, bro.
All right, take care.
All right, man.
Yeah. What else on here, guys? That's DOD. Thank you, DOD, for coming up. I'm just scrolling up, guys. Hold on. Where am I? Yeah. If you guys want to come up, links in the chat room. I'm doing this because I have to talk about this. Because too many content creators should not gotten or react the way they did because they can no longer make money on Pop the Balloon. Personally, I mean, I tell people I don't make much money at all. I made in coins is maybe a start. It's not consistent. I don't really gain or lose doing certain things anyway, regardless of the view count. And trust me, guys, I had one live stream that I did hit 1,000 views, and that was an interview. And that was months ago, last year. Surprising. So either we got 1,000 views, it's only determined if the people that's watching, if it's advertised with advertisement, and they're clicking onto it and accepting it. That's when you actually make money. I think the only video I did that was a live stream that made money was talk about something that was going on overseas. And I think the most I made in ad revenue, and I really get all the money because there was, it was limited because of certain things on the content. I would have made an additional $50 under 1,000 views. And let me tell y'all something. Most of your content creators are not going to tell you the potential money you can make on here. They're not going to do that. They're not. I'm not sure if it's a taboo thing that YouTube either tells them or they know personally that they feel if they mention it, someone else is going to do content of the same or similar fashion and they can make more money than them. That's my thinking why a lot of them don't do it personally. But overall, I don't think I really have much to hide because I don't really gain nothing doing this. Personally. I don't. So I gotta be real with y'all. Like literally. I don't think nobody else wants to come up. I did put the StreamYard link. Matter of fact, let me post it so y'all can see. For those that want, if you want to come up, I'll put this here so y'all can see it. Okay, y'all don't go through the chat room. But yeah, my thing is this: you're not gonna gain or lose anything doing this. If you go all in, you might make some money. If you don't go all in, you might still make some money. Way how YouTube is going, how it's structured. Where YouTube is going, it's very gonna be little in the pot for anybody to make actual money on here. That's why you see a lot of people. You notice now that once they get a couple thousand subscribers, monetized here and there, or more than that, you're gonna see them now gonna make a paywall where you're gonna pay them $5, $10, or even $20 to watch their crap. Not saying that's a good or bad thing. Not saying I can't do that. I mean, maybe some people will subscribe to another platform where I do it, but let's be fair and honest. The way how things are going right now, most people that if you respect the content creator, you'll find where they go, and you might give them a monthly subscription and more. I tell people that is the viewers of a lot of us on YouTube or any social media. Pay what is in your best interest. Do not blow the whole cow on any content creator. And the reason I say is because as a content creator that doesn't have a scarcity mindset, I should be able to, whoever watched the channel, that views the channel, should be able to at least give $3 to $5 here and there for the respect that I'm doing the content. And that should be for anybody that views it, period. I should not be pressuring anybody that as a loyal supporter to throw your monthly earnings, which could be $50 to $100 or $200 or more, if you decide to do so. Not saying a person won't take the money, but let's keep it real here. If you got it like that, you got it. But if you don't, you should not be. And even if you got it like that, you should always think long and hard that if you can give this amount of money, anybody else that respect what I'm doing should give as equal or more value, personally. But we all know most people come on the internet nowadays. They want to consume and watch things for free. Now, a paywall will eliminate a lot of this, but let's be honest. Most people nowadays, if we're dealing with a certain audience, are not so leery to be paying people behind the wall. Regardless, it has value. So I always say, where they're gonna make their money from? I tell you, you're going to have to make your money in multiple ways. That means you're going to have to still work for somebody, roughly, which most people in the West does. And if you're working for yourself, you're going to prioritize your side hustle more effectively and go beyond the social media piece. Because if you focus much on here and you have other things that don't really pay well, I mean, you should not be going all in on YouTube. I know one content creator said that if you don't even got a goddamn high school diploma or don't even got a degree and you work that minimum wage job, that you should just do social media full time. I would say you're out your goddamn mind. If you work a minimum wage job, and I mean minimum wage job, you could do this, but you need to do some other things to make money. This is not it. You should not be going on and being a full-time content creator. I don't care how effective you are. Always find other means to get some form of money. Your money should be spread out anyway. It should not be on one place. That's the actual honest advice I would give somebody personally. I'm not gonna tell you something that you should be a content creator, go and focus on spend. No, you need to prioritize where your money is coming, and you should go about to make your money outside the social media piece. And I'm telling you this because I'm telling this for your own preservation. There's too many people that been doing YouTube. Well, I know that I came across on YouTube that's been doing this for over 20 goddamn years. And now you hear they just now started to make some money. In the last, 2-3 years? You might know who the content creator I'm talking about. And that time I say you should quit doing this, you should always keep posting. No, you devote too much of your time doing this for over 20 years. You didn't make no money till the last couple years. So what it says about you as a content creator? That says a lot. Usually, if you were that good and you were already in the game from the start, you should be more advanced. You should be far ahead than anybody else that's been doing this. If you just now start seeing money now for the last 3-4 years, that's telling you of where you are in life and what you are doing this as a content creator. That you need to find something else. This should be just a side hustle. This should not be a permanent hustle. I don't care if anybody told me say that they left a corporate job and now they're saying, now I make this make more than my corporate job, so I should do this full time. Absolutely not. You out your goddamn mind. You gotta be stupid. This should be a luxury to be doing this and making money, and a lot of money doing this. It should not be a end all be all to go full time. Personally. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, content creating, especially doing reaction, is not something society needs. You can't build societies of what they call it, reaction videos. What the fuck society gonna do? You reacted to some chick and her hair hat. Which society's gonna react to that? You said, oh, looks like this person's doing a bad job. That's not gonna help society. How society is structured and built is people are doers that build things, actual business, things that bring in things that people could use. And last thing I would say, people cannot use anything by watching a video and react to somebody else's ish. That's not some society can use or eat off. That's why people that do these content, they will live and die off the reaction type of revenue. But anytime when the people that run these websites decide to turn off the faucet, they will do so. And they will do so with a smile on their face. And another thing. I heard from a guy from M&M, right? About doing the reaction on another platform, a Patreon of the Pop the Balloon. Word on the street is, from what he said, him doing it on another platform, he has to pay out of his pocket just to stream and use a service, which that is considered an expense. So my thing is this, and I now get it. A lot of people want to create without spending money. I'm sorry, people. That's not how the real world works. That's not how things work in the business side of things. Anything you create and you want people to notice, you're going to have to spend money. You're going to have to spend money. So if you can't react on this website of people like Pop the Balloon, and you want to go to another website and do it, you're going to have to spend money to house that and to have that played on somebody else's house. So at the end of the day, you're not going to escape the expense of certain things if you leave this so-called, and I mean so-called free website to do what you have to do and go to somebody else's website to not only have people pay a subscription, but you have to pay just to house and broadcast it on another website. It will not work like that. Too many people are trying to escape the paying stuff. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. I think that's enough of that. I don't think no one's just coming up. I think I said enough. I'm trying to be. If I wasn't clear, I apologize. Read the transcript of this because that's as clear as I could tell you in my own voice of the reality of the Pop the Balloon and the reality of reaction channels. Personally, I say, personally, if you're trying to eat off this, you better save this doing your own content. I made a conscious effort every chance I get when I hit that live stream or I create the content to try to do my own content as best as possible to my ability if I can. But overall, some things I will react to certain things and some things I give my intake, and that is the best I could do so far on the Chaos Rain Show, roughly. Besides doing interviews, which is much more better, but that takes time and usually I have to find the right people to interview. The point is this, that you're not going to escape trying to create content that is considered your own. You're not going to escape it. You're just not going to. I'm sorry. YouTube, since its inception, which now YouTube is now 20 years old. This month is the celebration of 20 years of YouTube since it really kicked off with Google in 2005. The first videos came out around the end of 2004 or around that time, but really didn't be official until the next year. So YouTube now as an entity, as an existence, is 20 years old. Will YouTube or Google especially be around for another 10 or 20 years? I don't know. I can't give you the answer to the future. All I know is this, that if you're on here now and you're thinking you're going to be next, millionaire or next Mr. Beast or wherever you want to call those platforms, you're delusional. The best thing you will look forward to is if you're good enough and the algorithm is friendly to, you might make 6 figures. Maybe. And right now, Pop the Balloon as an entity, as an organization by Arlette Alum, she's making more than 6 figures. She's making, I wouldn't be surprised now, $1 million right now. It is what it is. So you're going to have to really, at times, cut back the reaction and create straight content from your own mind. And really, truly, you should have no problem doing that if you're on camera. If you're just talking and just talking about things without showing no video and stuff, that's content that's actually good enough that YouTube will accept. You won't get a lot of views or likes depending on the content at that nature, but nonetheless, it's your content. So that's probably the best bet. But if you're going to just live and die off the reaction and hope that, your reaction, you're going to get some ad revenue on it, don't cut yourself short. Don't be stupid. Matter of fact, she doing this now at the right time should be a wake-up call to all reactionary channels. I see too many content creators, a few of them that I've noticed did too much reaction to this particular Pop the Balloon shows. It is you, the viewers, that gave Pop the Balloon 1 million subscribers in under a year. That's pitiful. You might make some money here and there, but really, you're the ones that promote this channel to point out they don't need you, and now they can just cut the faucet out, and you're mad. Why are you mad? Was you happy making all that money for the ad revenue? Now all she did was hit the bots and say, now anytime you press a play on my ish, that's on my copyright claim, you cannot make no money. That tells you that's how they respect you as the content creator reacting, rather respectfully or irrespectfully of Pop the Bloom. They said, thank you for your service. Now it's time that I need to make the money. All the money will go to me now. You will not make a cent reacting to my ish. It is what it is. You gotta accept it. Sorry to say. And if no one's telling you this, I'm telling you now. And trust me, the viewers that react to Pop the Bloom made Pop the Bloom more popular than just sitting there watching Pop the Bloom as a whole by yourself. It is what it is. It is what it is. So let me see what else. All right. So that's the end of this piece for those that know. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Now, one thing I'm going to talk about briefly before anything else. This is breaking news, and I think this has to be examined. Let me do this. And this was interesting, but not surprisingly. Here we go. This was talked about earlier, but no one has really shown the article of this. I will. It begins. Jay-Z is denied 115 million loan and 55 million line of credit. Ouch. Jay-Z is being blackballed because of touching allegations made in a bogus lawsuit that has since been withdrawn. However, the woman who claims he, touched her or assaulted her in a way, her is on TikTok doubling down on her bogus claim. So she was on social. How dumb can you be? When he was looking for who made the claims on him about what happened to her back over 20 years ago, she has social media presence. You can't make this stuff up, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it. And that lawyer tried to hide up who it was, and she has social media presence. It makes sense how that was dropped. And how much you guys want to bet that Jay-Z paid for that woman and Mr. Bugsby to drop it? Because a lot of people said it didn't go through. You know why it didn't go through? Because Jay-Z had lawyers, and he had people behind closed doors had to deal with Mr. Bugsby and find out who it is, and he had to pay up some way or the other. That's how it went down. Don't be fooled that said he was clear. No, he had to pay up somehow or the other. What you read on those newspapers, they're not telling the actual truth. Because first thing, why would this popped up now after decades? Now, usually somebody, if they made any claim, there has to be a factual paper trail to verify that. And Tony Bugsby is doing this to black men. How he's able to get these people that's not coming out the blue work that happened to him decades ago. And the reason why they're getting away with this now is because there was a certain time frame of women that were assaulted sexually that can go back 20, 30 years ago now. That year, that I think this year or last year, there was a timetable that they can come out now with it. Rather, it was true not to be presented to get a claim from a person that is in the millions or billions, like Jay-Z or anybody else, to potentially collect. But we're going to keep reading the article. In December, attorney Tony Bugsby represents a Jane Doe added Jay-Z to a lawsuit already filed against rap mogul Sean Combs for alleged touching sexual assault her at an MTV VMA after party when she was 13 years old. The lawsuit was voluntary withdrawal in February. And nothing is withdrawal unless you pay up money. Because the first thing they said that when they said to Jane Doe that Tony Buzbee was protecting, miraculously they found out who she was, and they did what's necessary to make it go away. Now, as far as it's going to go, you're going to use your imagination how they able to do that, and usually money had to be involved. All right, but Jay-Z sued attorney Buzbee for extortion and defamation. In his amended lawsuit, Jay-Z claims Roc Nation has denied a $115 million loan, and he was personally denied a $55 million line of credit. Let's read that again. It is amended lawsuit. Jay-Z claims Roc Nation was denied a $115 million loan, and he was personally denied a $55 million line of credit. That's not small. That's a big money right there. That means now, if you deny this, that means you got to come out with your own pocket to pay for certain things. You're not getting no outside source to loan so you don't use your money. That's a big L. For those that don't know business. Let's keep going. And it's a beautiful picture between him and his wife. This is beautiful. I like this picture. You probably ask yourself, aren't Jay-Z and his wife, Beyonce, supposedly billionaires? Well, yes, they are, technically. They are probably billionaires on paper, but they can't actually put their hands on $1 billion in cash if their lives depend on it. Oh, woo, that's not good. Beyonce and Jay-Z are what known as cash poor billionaires. That means they have accumulated wealth and assets such as mansions and other property, cars, jewelry, but they lack liquidity cash to pay everyday expenses. I did not know that. So they borrow from banks or by leveraging their clout to influence wealthy people to give them money. Oh man. Unfortunately, due to the allegations, Jay-Z no longer has the type of clout that opens doors. Ooh. His amended lawsuit claims that Roc Nation lost out on a unspecific $20 million minimum fee guarantee of an undisclosed contract, and that the full fee for the deal would have been many millions of dollars higher and had the contract been performed. Wow. This is Tony Buzbee. He's the one that did a lot of damage to a lot of black men. And it really, I gotta be honest, it's some of these, it's black men's fault. Some of them that are part of the business. Because there's no way how this man should have the power to take away what you built for when Jay-Z been active as an artist, when we know him in the line for over 29 years now, since Reasonable Doubt of 1996. Now he was making money at the time, not much, not big money, but he really branched out and broke out until 1996. So we look at over 29 years, this man been making money, like actual money. As a result of the defamation filing of the false lawsuit and other false public statements against Mr. Carter was denied a $55 million personal credit line. The amendment complaint claims it also said Roc Nation was denied a $115 million loan. The legal team argued this directly affects Jay-Z as well because he and Roc are exorbitantly tied. Wow. It seems that even though the lawsuit against him is withdrawn, the financial institution that once toasted Jay-Z with champagne and gave him cash in wheelbarrows no longer believes he is innocent of the allegation against him. Well, damn. That's not good. Very sad. Very sad indeed. What's your thoughts on this, guys? Do you think Jay-Z could bounce back on this or not? You're going to leave your comments in the comment section while giving this video a like, and make sure you subscribe to Cast Win Show. I'd like to thank everybody for watching today's stream. The links to follow me are below. You can follow me on Twitter at ChaosRain7. You can add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. You can also follow my Discord service. You can follow me on Rumble, CRain23 Rumble. And last but not least, become a member of the Chaos Rain Show. Membership guys, perks, like always. You know how it is, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, next time, let the chaos reign.
They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with.
Must reign.